Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking on today's video and welcome to my channel. In today's story, OP reaches out to Reddit because his significant other's best friend has been bullying him about everything from his appearance to his clothes to his personality. Unfortunately, it doesn't necessarily end in the best way when he finally decides to stand up for himself. Stay tuned for the update to find out what happens. If you do enjoy the story, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up. And before we move on, I just wanted to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you so much, you guys are so wonderful. For those that are new here, if you do like my content, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. Anyways, thank you so much for your time and on to the story. My significant other's best friend takes every possible chance to bully me in front of my significant other. Today, he pulled me aside and said that I'm not good enough for my significant other, and the thought of us together disgusts him. My significant other, a 31-year-old female, and I, a 33-year-old male, have been dating for over 3 years, since a few weeks before the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. We moved in together earlier this year and have been very happy. She has a friend, let's call him John, who's a 30-year-old male, who she's been best friends with since they were children. John is openly gay and married to his husband. I met John once before the pandemic when he and his husband joined us on our second date. Recently, he's been around more often and has been trying to do things with us. However, I've never really liked John. He's always been someone who demands attention and tries to one-up everyone with his stories. If he can't top your story, he'll try to change the topic or get defensive. He has always been somewhat hostile towards me, which made me not like him even more. In the last few months, he's been bullying me, criticizing everything from my appearance to my interests. Last week, my significant other and I mentioned that we were going on vacation to Japan for a month, something that we both wanted to do. John was apparently hurt by this, as he and my significant other had talked about it for years, but never went because of COVID-19. When I suggested that he and his partner come with us, he insulted me, saying that he would never want to be seen with a loser like me. At a mutual friend's birthday party tonight, John was invited by my girlfriend. At one point in the evening, he pulled me aside while I was going to the bathroom and spent 5 minutes insulting me, calling me disgusting and garbage. He then told me to break up with my girlfriend, or that he would do it for me because our relationship quote-unquote disgusts him. I've told my significant other multiple times that I don't want to be around John and to ask him to cool it. John always denies everything I say he said, and he only behaves this way when my significant other is not present. Tonight, I told her exactly what happened and she didn't believe me at all. She has known John for over 25 years and has never seen anything like that. When I asked if she thought I was lying, she said that I was embellishing what he said and that she could tell that he's unhappy with our relationship, but that doesn't change anything for her. She loves me, and that is all that matters to her. Honestly, I feel hurt. I feel like she's always taking John's side, and it just makes me feel terrible. I don't know if I can continue with this relationship. It just feels ridiculous. OP then went on to add, "Sorry, I just woke up and I'm trying to catch up on everything. I want to clarify that my usual reaction is to be extremely nice and to just take it on the chin. All of my significant other's friends love me, and some of them have even mentioned that they really dislike John. I have to leave for work soon, but I'm going to try talking to my significant other one final time. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try to record our conversation." And then they added, "Before I run off to work, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who took the time to give me advice. Thank you." One Redditor said, "Just because he doesn't want to sleep with their girlfriend, it doesn't mean that he's not jealous that she's spending time with someone else. It sounds like he's annoyed that his best friend is giving time and attention to someone other than him. Has he ever approved of any of her previous relationships?" To which OP replied, The only other relationship that she had before was an abusive one, and he played a big part in getting her out of that relationship, according to her. Also, when I finally moved back recently, apparently he kept trying to make plans with my significant other almost every night, but that never happened because she has a stressful job. Another Redditor said, record him on your phone or get a recorder that fits in your pocket. Stand up to him when he makes rude comments about you. If he comments on your clothes, say, I didn't ask for your opinion. If he says you're a scum, say, well, my girlfriend likes me and that's all that matters. That's my advice. Stand up and record. To which OP replied, thanks, I'm going to try recording. I've tried replying back and even got a few laughs from her friends, but he tends to get worse and it becomes a massive annoyance. He acts like a child and it drives me mad. Another Redditor said, one thing I don't understand is why you've put up with this for so long. The second time that he trash talked you, I would have told him to F off, and every subsequent time after that, I would have just walked away. Why did you engage? Why don't you talk to John's partner? Tell him what's been happening. Ask him if John is really gay, or maybe he's bisexual and has feelings for your girlfriend. If he wants to mess with your relationship, you can mess with his. As for your girlfriend, I don't know. On one hand, if you break up, John wins, but on the other hand, is there a future in a relationship where your girlfriend doesn't have your back? The petty part of me would get a voice recorder, record him trash talking you, play it back to your girlfriend and say, that's why you should have believed me, we're done, and then walk away and leave them all to sort out their issues. Sorry, I probably haven't been much help. At the very least, don't engage with John anymore. Anytime the two of you are alone, just walk away. Good luck. To which OP replies, generally, I just ignore him when he does it. However, when he threw all of that shade at me, he was literally blocking the hallway, preventing me from passing. I'm a small guy and John is a big guy. And when you ask why I don't talk to John's partner, his partner is just as bad as he is, even worse in some regards. All he ever does is put people down. Any comment you say to him, he treats it as a slight. Apparently, he was livid that my significant other made a suggestion for the look of their new place. So my girlfriend and he don't really get along. I'm going to try to record him though. I received a lot of good advice and I thank you all for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a happy ending. I tried to talk to my girlfriend and sat down with her to have a serious conversation. However, John had ranted about how much he thinks I'm garbage over WhatsApp. He claimed that I'm not attractive enough and that I'm batting way above my league. According to him, the only reason that she's with me is out of pity. He also said that my career as a software developer contributes absolutely nothing to mankind and gives me a better than everyone attitude. Additionally, he finds me painfully boring. Just being around me makes him want to physically assault me. He even said my voice is unbearably grating. I made a few comments explaining how petty that sounded and he lost it over WhatsApp. I even got some of her friends to comment and say that they don't like to be around John. One of her friends ranted to me about John, saying that he tried to make her destination wedding about him and his husband. Today, I sat down with my significant other and I explained how I felt, showing her the conversation and the comments. I went with the angle of not wanting her to cut her best friend out of her life, but I just don't want to be around him at all. I thought that it would be diplomatic. However, she took it very poorly and accused me of being manipulative by egging him on in the conversation. I had said, "What's your problem with me?" She said I'm being extremely manipulative and doing what her ex tried to do by controlling who she can be friends with. She told me that she didn't want to be around me and needed space. She decided to go stay with some of her family while she sorted out her feelings. This evening, she messaged me and said that our relationship was over, that she would collect her stuff when she calms down. She doesn't want to discuss it as her decision is final. I'm in shock right now, and on top of that, it seems like she cut ties with a bunch of her friends who supported me. I don't understand her reaction at all and I just feel devastated. Part of me just wishes that I had kept my mouth shut, but I just cannot take being bullied and ignored by someone who's supposed to love me. I feel lost and hurt, I guess. I'm sorry, but thank you for all of the nice comments. So guys, what did you think about this? Now, I feel like there are certain elements of the story that's lacking. Like, I don't know, maybe OP isn't telling the whole truth about how his personality is. But that being said, I feel like the girlfriend and her best friend need to sort through a lot of stuff in therapy. Like, the amount of hold that the best friend has and the amount of attachment that he has on OP's ex is really unhealthy. Or at least that's what it comes off across as. And also, I understand that OP's ex went through a lot of trauma in her first relationship, but I don't think that that should color her experience with OP, which it seems like it's doing right now with her decision to break up with him. I don't know, it is a sad ending, but I feel like it might be the best ending, at least until everyone here decides to get therapy. Anyway, I'd be really interested in hearing what you guys think about this. Please let me know in the comments down below. If you did like this, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you'd like to hear more stories from Reddit with updates.